Hi everyone, it's Karen here with a new tutorial for Artist Live. I created a 6x6 canvas tile. I call it Eclectic canvas tile, but it could be called anything you want. I just really like the way it turned out, and I'm just going to show you how I made it. So let me turn the camera around and I can see you. Thanks. Bye. I can show you. I mean, not see you. I can't actually see you. Okay, here it is. Oops, hold on. That's great. Okay, there we go. There is the tile. I'll show you from closer. It's really glittery and really interesting. Very different from anything I've ever made, but I quite like it. It looks kind of Christmassy to me, but not really. I don't know how to explain. I call it eclectic. I actually went to look at because it sounded eclectic to me, but I don't. You would think I know what that word means, but eclectic actually means that you're compiling a lot of things, um, a lot of different things together that kind of combined look really good together. So that's basically like what more or less I got from it. So I thought this was perfect for that name. And this is the tile. It's just a 6x6 canvas board tile. This is from a local store we have here called the Sayers. But any canvas tile would work. You could also use a real tile, and that would be okay too. Hi, Torsa. So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to show you how I did, because I wanted to show you that a lot of these materials, except for the metals, okay, the metals are not, but everything else is really recycled, okay? And I'm going to show you how I recycled everything. So I don't know if you remember, a long time ago I made some kind of project, and I used this paper towel. I had two paper towels that I use to just wipe the excess, and there's some glittery gold and there is some like turquoisey kind of color, and basically that's what I used for the background. I just glued this paper towel on it with some gel medium. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so the first thing is I'm going to just get a paintbrush. So I'm going to use a paintbrush this time, and this is just going to be creating my background, that's all. And I'll show you how I embellish the rest. So once I do this, you'll see I try to save a lot of the, I was going to say a lot of things, but I was going to use another word which starts with a C, but it's not nice to use it on live Ustream. So just won't say that word, but I'm saying like I used a lot of junk, let's go say with that. And keeping these is a great idea because you can reuse them after for your work. So let me see, I want to kind of center it. And what I'm going to do is that because I want to make sure I seal the paper, although I didn't really spray the paper with anything, I just really wanted to seal it because when I'm going to putting the modeling paste on top or anything on top, you want to make sure that because the paper towel is so fragile that it doesn't basically interfere with it. It also helps kind of define where the square is, and then I can just go ahead and cut it off. So here is, I'm going to start with that. Anybody else join? I can't see. I invited some new friends. I don't know if they're here or not, but hopefully they won't be too shy and they'll say hello. They're off. So if you guys are here, say hi. It's from a new group that I joined. So yeah, I've invited some of my friends from Israel. So I hope you guys are there, and if you are, say hello. Okay. So I'm just ripping this up, and I'm just going to kind of make sure the corners are all dried up. Now for me, this corner here is too bare. You know, I don't like bare corners or anything like that. So I am going to use an extra piece of this piece here, and I think I'm going to add it to the other side. Let's see. Yeah, that would look good. So it's really nice to be able to use different things for the for your work. You know, things that are handy and everyday that you just are willing to throw out. Don't, I mean, of course we can't keep everything in this world, and we do try to, especially all these, especially for all the mixed media that we do. But I mean, obviously you can't keep every piece of fabric and paper. It just starts accumulating too much. But if you keep a few, the nicer ones, like this one I really liked because I love turquoise, so that works as well. Okay. So yeah. Oh yeah, napkins would work too, Elaine. That's a great idea. So yeah, you could, I mean, obviously, yes, napkins is, I do actually keep a lot of, I found some really nice ones at the dollar store. I've been wanting to use them, but I haven't had like a great idea. And if I don't have a great idea, I don't want to like do it. I find so ideas are not as great. So napkins are a great way of doing this. And okay, so I'm just gonna dry this up a little bit. So look how easy it is to just create this background as this splattered background just from splotches that I used for, sorry, it's some old napkins, paper towels that I used. I just think it's a great way, a quick way, because the splatters were already on the napkin, so you don't have to do anything and you just get this beautiful background. So, wow. Okay, somebody says David says he has 4 boxes of different many napkins. Just for those people that are watching this later, just wanted to make sure that you know that this was a recording from a live Ustream show. So if you see talking, I am talking with and interacting with people from a chat that is going on at the same time. So there is a little bit of talking, but I do try to explain everything. I'm just going to seal the corners a little bit better. They're kind of coming apart. Gel is so sticky, it's not even funny. Okay. Okay, now I use this stencil. This is at the Crafters Workshop, Balzer Designs text stencil. Unfortunately, I didn't realize after using it that it's out of stock everywhere. But I mean, you could use any type of circle, so it's not really necessary to, doesn't really matter. You could use any circle stencil. But I just wanted to use the exact one that I had used in the other ones, so that's why. Oh, thank you. Somebody said, thanks, Joanne. She loves my bracelets. I know. Usually I cover them with my sleeves, but I didn't today. Okay, so this is it's called Wonky Circles, this stencil. And again, it's by Balzer Designs for the Crafters Workshop. So I think it's a discontinued one. That's what I meant by that. Sorry. Okay, let me just move it. I want to move a little bit forward this way. Okay. I want to get closer so you guys can see better. And I'm going to use, sorry, modeling paste, Art Basics modeling paste. And I'm just going to put it, I'm not going to put it everywhere. I'm just going to put it in some areas just to create some circles. And I'm using this, I don't know if you guys have used it before. Now it's my favorite tool really from this year. It's the 1-inch silicone brush from Art Basics. Really, really, really like one of my favorite tools. It's much easier to apply than a spatula. So, not a spatula, a palette knife. So if you haven't gotten one, they're not expensive and they're really, really good. Okay. I think Yasmin might have the link there. Yasmin, I think I might have put the link for this brush as well if anybody hasn't seen it yet. I'm sure most of you have, but just in case. Okay, and then I'm going to put some, hold on. I'm just trying to figure out which way I did this. Okay, hold on. So there is the one side, and then to kind of go here and hold on. I think I did this one. Okie dokie. So there is the there is my thing. Yeah. Oh, that's a very well, that's a really long link. I don't know why, but okay. Yeah, so usually I put shorter links. I apologize. The links were really long. Okay, so this just has to be dried. So let me just clean my stencil while this air dries a little bit. Yeah. So thank you so much, Joanne. Too bad you weren't closer. You could actually take the class. She's talking about my Tree of Life class. You're a 4-hour drive for me, I think. It's a long drive. Oh, but I'm doing it in Oshawa. That's only a 3-hour drive. If you really wanted to come, I'm joking. Okay, so let me just dry this. And actually, no, before I dry it, I want to show you what I stuck in the middle of it, okay? So, sorry, my camera somehow went wonky. Wonky circle, wonky camera. So, so my family knows that they should always keep junk for me. I don't call it junk, treasures, whatever you want to say. So this is what my father-in-law, he always knows to keep things from me. These are spacers. Aren't they cool? I think the texture is really amazing. They're rubber spacers. And he just thought of me. He thinks of me. Every time he sees something that looks junky, he gives it to me. So what I did is I literally stuck these in every single circle. So I just went and I stuck them in. Oh, maybe the other way around. So that's all I did to decorate these, and then I dry them. So hold on. Okay, so and then I took one and then cut it in half because I wanted to have it for the bottom here. So there it is, the one. Actually, I think that this one turned out a bit different from the other one, but that's okay. We don't need them to be exactly the same. While this is drying, I actually don't need to fully dry the thing underneath because I'm going to do another step, and that is just add a little bit of gesso with a paintbrush to the circles because I don't really want them that red. So I just took a little of the white gesso, Prima white gesso, okay, Finnabair, and I mean any gesso would work, and I just went around and just covered them to just have that texture, but I didn't really want it so red. I didn't cover it on the sides. I do have like a cork kind of texture and color on the sides, but the top I didn't want them to be so bright and red. So that's what I did here. I'm not following the chat, but okay, I don't know, my husband is messaging me, but I can't, he knows, I don't think he knows that I have a show, so. Okie dokie. So here is the basically how it looks. Okay, and I'm going to wash this. Now I'm definitely going to dry, just because I need to do another step, and it's hard to do it when I'm here. Just to the truth, I would like to do, I wonder how it would look if I put halves here. It kind of like, no, I don't like it. So I'm just going to dry. Okay, so I'm just really want to dry this really well, because I'm going to add something on top, and I want to make sure that it doesn't scratch the surface. Yes, it's daylight saving time. This morning it felt like I had slept an extra hour. It actually felt good. I guess until my body kind of gets used to it. Okay, so something fun that I did is that I wanted to add some more gold to this. So I took one of these, this is the gold foil Rab-On sheets. These are the ones that we use for the Rab-Ons, the Prima Rab-Ons, and I basically use it to just scratch all the surfaces. So first I started with the background, and I literally just went with my nail. You need long nails or something to scratch with. And when I lift it up, it gave such a nice like texture to it. I really, really liked it. So I started going all around, creating these like really cool textures, and it just like really, really enhanced the project. So I also went in the edges. And it's a good way to recycle it. Let's say you've used it, as you can see, I've used it for some images here too. And then let's say you don't, you can't find a spot for it anymore, or you just want to use just for projects, that's okay too. So I'm just creating kind of a border around it. And over here, they're really good. I was quite pleased with the results. Okay. So yeah, it's Prima foil. So let me see here. I want to put some, so you can basically use it from anywhere. Doesn't matter where you are. There's so much foil here. You can really create really cool backgrounds. I also added it on the actual, oops, they're still moving a little. I added it on the actual circles. I just placed it and rubbed with my nail, and it just goes on so smoothly. You don't have to do anything. So I'm going to add it to the circles as well, to the spacers. And so people keep on texting me, and I just can't. Okay, hold on. So look how cool it is, looks already. No, it's actually not tacky at all. Somebody's asking if the tackiness is making it stick. It's not. It's actually fully dry. My background is fully dry. It just catches on to any background. If you scratch it on, it's just so sensitive that that's why when you're actually using it with the rub-on, you have to be very careful because it might it actually here it was wet and it didn't catch on. It has to be dry for it to catch. So it's not good if it's wet. Actually, it doesn't work that as well. And the thing is, like when you're using it with the actual rub-on, you have to be very careful because you can actually, if you scratch too hard, you will get scratch marks. But in this case, since it's like a mixed media project, I thought it was great to just, it's just easy to just create it. Let's say you want to create some gold highlights in your background. Let's say if you're doing an art journal or anything, basically, you can just use this to scratch on, and it comes so many colors. So really, it's just a different effect than glitter or than any other gold-like product. So yeah, so here I am adding it. Yeah, I really like it. And there's not really science of how I'm doing this. I just want some texture here. So there it is. Can you see? There it is. So it's really, like, you can see the neat texture that I got. And let's see if I can get some in here. Okay, there we go. Okie dokie. Maybe some here. Looks like it's missing some. So yeah, so that's basically how I did the background. I think I might add, oh, I'm sorry. I might want to add some here. I mean, maybe it would have been easier to just do it all first before putting these on, but I don't want it everywhere, right? So it makes a difference. Yes, yay. I like that. You see, so that's the gold part of it. And okie dokie. Then I had this really cool thing. I really don't know where I got it from. So that's one thing I cannot tell you. Where I got this really cool swirly metal. It's very, very heavy. So it did need like some kind of like a canvas board to hold it. And the other thing I added is I added these, this Destiny. I mean, this one, the other one said Breathe. This one says Destiny. This is a Tim Holtz jean button. I'm actually not sure what it's called. Some Tim Holtz metal piece. And then we have these brads. These I got on sale for $1 somewhere. And I've been wanting to use them and I haven't figured out for what. And then, yay, I finally figured out what to use them for. So I was really excited about that. Oh, sorry. Trying to open them. Oh. Well, they're weird memory keepers. I just realized now. I didn't see I didn't see them as that before. Weird memory keeper eyelets, but they're really any eyelet. I'm sure you have stash of eyelets everywhere. So I just kind of put it everywhere. I'm gonna glue them, but I just want to kind of place them in certain places just to see how they look. I want to spread them a bit to make sure that they're balanced. No, I think like this and like that. Yeah, so that looks balanced to me, no? I usually put odd numbers with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, yeah, so 8 makes sense. Oh no, 8 is not odd number. Maybe like that then. Okay, so now what does it look like? Since it looks like the bottom of a soup can. Oh, like you mean the metal. Okay, so, and I also got these, and these are really cool as well. These branches, these ones I do have, and I actually have extras. So if anybody's interested, I didn't put the link there. If you are interested in getting some of these branches, I do have extra for sale. Like, just PM me and I'll tell you how many and for how much. I don't like, just send me a message, because I don't really like, I just have a limited amount and they're really hard to find. So if people really want them, you can message me and I'll send you some branches if you want to make something similar like this. No, I want to put them this, it will probably be a bit different than the other one, just because, let's see, it's because the circles were not the same. So let's see. No, I don't know where to put this one. Oh, maybe the other way around. Yeah, like that. Just playing around with these first, because I don't know how I like them. Oh. I'm not sure. I'm trying to copy the other one because I just don't know how to. No, there, that's good. No, they're all going in the same direction. That's not really that good. How about like that? Does that look better? There's not really rhyme or reason why I'm doing it this way. Okay, no, I'm not liking it. Why am I not liking how it looks? Okay, there, now it's better. Okay, so that's basically the, I'm just going to show you before I glue them all. Okay, so I'm just going to glue them now. I'm going to glue them with a heavy, and not the heavy gel, because I don't have it at hand, but I'm going to use the 3D gloss gel for it, which is just heavy enough for these things. And I'm just going to get my spatula. Oh, I can't believe how early I'm finishing, and I actually got somebody to pick up my daughter, so. Okay, okie dokie. So I'm going to put enough there so it's so it holds it, because we do not want it to fall. Okay, and then this one I put a little brad inside of it. This one says Destiny. So it's really, I really thought this show was going to be longer than this. I didn't realize it was such a short one. Sorry. I thought this was going to take longer than I imagined, although I still haven't finished, but still. Okay. Then I'm going to glue each one of these. Oh, sorry. Somebody asking if the branches are metal. I can't really break them or anything like that. They're really cool. I'll show you from close up. See there. I'm trying to. It doesn't get. It's just so blurry. I can't get it to focus on the branch. There it is. You see. The branches are really cool. So, yeah. Okay, so let me just start now. Now it's so hard to get these. Okay, so I'm gonna use my finger for this because it's such a pain to, you have to put enough so it kind of glues everywhere. Otherwise it will not hold it. And I almost want to turn it around so all of them will fall out, because I can't seem to get it out. It's so difficult to get these out. You guys are funny. Yeah, this is like, these branches are really cool. I have another project with these branches, but I haven't published it. It's a video, and actually it's a very intense video tutorial, so I might just do a workshop on it. So we'll see. I haven't really decided on it yet. Sorry, this is, I guess, a waste of time for you guys to see me gluing these eyelets on, but I just think it looks cool. Where was that one here? I have to remember where they are. I can't miss where they are. Hold on. It feels so quiet here. You guys are not even chatting that much. So I thought this was like why I wanted to make a tile. I'm thinking to myself, if this was made on a real tile, could you put it as a decorative? Let's say you're making your kitchen tiles or something, and then you could just make it, doesn't have to be the branches, but maybe just use these materials and create a tile that kind of looks in the kitchen and has messages. I thought that was really cool. I don't know. Not that I already have tiles in my background, in my splash, what is it called? The splash guard? Oh, I forgot the name. But I thought tiles would be really good for, you know, even to hang in your own craft room or something like that. But I just thought this was cute. Have I glued them all? Yeah. Okay. And then they're not the easiest to glue, but you have to kind of know where they're touching, and that's where you add the glue. So you're interested in my gluing technique? Yeah, because this thing is interesting, my gluing technique. Yeah, using my fingers and getting it all mucky. Okay, let's see. So let's see. They don't really bend, so you have to kind of know where to put the glue. Oh, is that why you're envious of my messy fingers? Oh, well, you can, maybe virtually you can take off all this gluey stuff out of it. Just kidding. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's see, what else am I missing? I've put it a little bit in a different way than the other one. Let's see. Okay, so here is here are the two tiles. So I'm basically done. So here are the two tiles, and what do you think? Oh, it's too high up. So they're basically sister tiles, similar. This one has a little bit more blue in it, and this one, I'm gonna get it closer so maybe you can see, and see if I can focus the idea in it. It's very hard to like kind of get the right focus on it. Let's see. Oh, there. Now it's a bit more focused. From close up, it doesn't look as nice as if it's from far away. I think it looks nicer because it's more glimmery. So yeah, so that's my short video today. I didn't realize I was going to go so short. I thought I was going to spend a little bit more time with you guys. But this is the video. Destiny, and the other one says breathe. It's two things that they look a little bit different. So that's it. That is how easy it is to make a tile with a lot of different recycling products, like the paper towel, a recycled like foil sheet. See, as you can see, it's all like banged up. A lot of metals, things that you can get at the dollar store or for really cheap. So it's just a matter of, you know, just finding things in your stash and creating something different. Yeah, because it's very different. This is very different from my usual, but I'm quite pleased with it. I really believe that, you know, you can create things that are like cool. And I wonder, you know what, maybe I should have turned this around. I wonder if it will look better if this is like turned or something. I wonder if I should have done that. So then it looks, yeah, that looks really cool. Maybe we should turn it around. Maybe turn the Destiny Ward around. Yeah, so then we have like two different tiles that can be hung kind of side by side. Yeah, I think I'm doing that. I'm switching it around. And I'm going to take a picture of it this way. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this one is still trying to dry, so yeah. Oh, you want us to show? Okay, I guess I could show. Okay, but let me like pause this video because this is one video. Show you something else. What am I going to show you? Okay, let me just go pause this. Okay, hold on. I'll stop recording and I can show you more stuff. Hold on.